welcome to episode 5, season 2 of Time Out with Joy Benson. My name is Joy Benson and I'm a senior HR practitioner and training consultant of over 15 years who loves to change lives. I am your workplace and business coach. In this episode, we're discussing how to bounce back after a temporary career break. A career break, whether planned or unexpected, can be a defining moment in one's professional journey. Whether taken for personal development, family responsibilities, further education, health reasons, or due to economic downturns, stepping away from workforce often brings concerns about employability, skill gaps, and career progression. However, re-entering the job market is entirely possible with the right approach, strategy, and mindset. If you're looking to reestablish your career after a temporary break, here are some of the tips I'll be discussing with you today to help you navigate the transition successfully. Number 1, adopt a growth-oriented mindset. The first and most important step in re-entering the workforce is to develop a positive and growth-oriented mindset. It is crucial to acknowledge that career breaks are common, and many professionals, such as CEOs, entrepreneurs, and industry leaders, have successfully taken time off and returned stronger. I'm an example. So instead of viewing your time away as a setback, reframe it as a period of learning, self-improvement, and strategic reassessment. Employers are becoming increasingly understanding of career gaps, especially if you can articulate how the time was used productively. In your resume or whilst attending an interview, here are a few things you should do to project a growth-oriented mindset. Number 1, list out skills or insights gained during the break. Did you take online courses? Did you attend conferences, freelance, or engage in personal development? State that. Number 2, practice explaining your career gap in a way that highlights growth rather than absence. Number 3, cultivate confidence by recognizing that your value extends beyond continuous work history. Now, the second thing you need to do is also to conduct a skills gap analysis. Before jumping back into the job market, assess whether industry standards, required competencies, or technologies have evolved in your field. Conduct a personal skills gap analysis to understand where you stand and what areas you require to improve. So, how do you identify these skill gaps? First, industry research. Review job descriptions for roles similar to your previous position or desired role to identify required skills. Secondly, professional development. Take online or on-site courses and certifications or enroll in training programs that align with industry trends. Platforms like Upswing Corporate YouTube channel, where we give you free trainings, Coursera, LinkedIn Learning, Udemy, and even Harvard online courses offer extensive resources. So don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can always take part in the Upswing Corporate free trainings that we have. And we also have paid trainings as well. Now, join professional associations. Join industry groups and associations to stay updated on emerging trends and best practices. Things you should do to have an edge. You should identify the top 5 skills required in your industry. 2, enroll in courses or workshops to bridge skill gaps. 3, participate in webinars, networking events, and industry summits. Now, the third strategy. Update your resume and LinkedIn profile strategically. Your resume and LinkedIn profile must reflect not only your past achievements, but also how you have stayed relevant during your break. At Upswing Corporate, we can revamp your resume and LinkedIn profile to catch the attention of that hiring manager for the role you want. So, send us a direct message via email or phone number listed below. Now, what are key resume enhancements that you can do? Number one, addressing the career break. Instead of leaving a gap, create a section titled Professional Development. Under it could be your consulting or freelance experience or independent learning to showcase relevant activities that you undertook during that period. So don't have a 10-year gap, 5-year gap. Fill it in with a heading called Professional Development. Number two, highlight transferable skills. Emphasize leadership, problem solving, and adaptability skills that remain valuable regardless of industry changes. Use a skills-based format. If your break was lengthy, consider a functional resume format that focuses on skills and achievements rather than chronological work history. LinkedIn profile optimization. How can you go about it? Update your headline and summary to reflect your current expertise. Request recommendations from previous employers, colleagues, or even mentors. Actively engage by posting industry insights, commenting on discussions, and showcasing continuous learning. By the way, make sure you follow Joy Benson on LinkedIn. All you need to do is type Joy Benson and my page pops up and you follow me. So, things to do to fine-tune your resume for re-entering the workforce. Revamp your resume to focus on accomplishments rather than chronology. I mentioned that earlier. Optimize your LinkedIn with relevant keywords to enhance discoverability by hiring managers. Secure at least 2 new recommendations on LinkedIn. That goes a long way, I tell you. The fourth strategy, rebuild and expand your professional network. I mentioned this earlier in one of the points I discussed, but I'm going to talk about it again. Networking remains one of the most effective strategies for re-entering the workforce. Studies indicate that 85% of jobs are filled through networking rather than traditional applications. Food for thought. So, how are the ways you can leverage networking? Number one, reconnect with past colleagues. Send a message to former managers, team members, and industry contacts to inform them of your return. It is even better when you retain connection with your colleagues when taking a break. It makes networking with them easier. I always say, don't burn bridges. Keep the bridges. Even no matter how nasty you felt or how bad you felt you were treated, your last person will promise, as much as possible, keep it civil. The world is a small place and you just might need them in future. Engage in professional communities. Attend industry events, join LinkedIn groups, and participate in forums. Find a mentor or a career coach. Having a mentor can provide guidance, referrals, and strategic insights for your re-entry. Oh, by the way, you can engage Joy Benson as your mentor or career coach. In essence, you should schedule informational interviews, at least 5 professionals in your industry. Join a professional association or LinkedIn group related to your field, and attend an in-person or virtual industry networking event. The 5th strategy, consider a phased re-entry. Jumping back into full-time work immediately might feel overwhelming. Consider transitional steps to ease the shift and regain your confidence. So, I'm going to give you some options for a smooth re-entry. Number one, freelancing, consulting. If securing a full-time position is taking time, consider freelancing projects or contract-based work to build recent work experience. Returnership programs. Many companies often offer structured returnship programs designed for professionals re-entering the workforce. Companies like Goldman Sachs, Deloitte, and IBM have well-established programs. You can also have a part-time of engaging volunteer work. Engaging in part-time roles or volunteer projects in your field can help refresh those skills and expand your network. Money shouldn't be your focus at the beginning because right now you're trying to build your work experience and you're trying to sharpen your skills. The money will come. Number 6 strategy. Develop a strong career narrative for interviews. Recruiters such as myself and hiring managers will likely ask about your career break. I have. Preparing a well-structured response ensures you present yourself confidently. So how do you frame your career gap in interviews? Be honest, yet strategic. Acknowledge the break without over-explaining. Focus on how it contributed to your growth. You can prepare at least 3 key points to explain your career gap. Number 2, highlight continuous learning. Showcase your new skills, your certifications, or knowledge gained during the break. Number 3, demonstrate readiness. Convey your excitement and clarity about your career goals moving forward. Let me give a sample response. During my career break, I focused on professional development by completing a certification in data analytics, volunteering with a non-profit to apply my skills in a meaningful way, and staying engaged with industry trends. This period allowed me to refine my expertise, and I am now eager to bring these enhanced skills to a dynamic team. Imagine me as a hiring manager hearing you talk like that. I will give you strong consideration and most likely hire you. The 7th strategy, remain resilient and persistent. Re-entering the job market can take time and rejection is part of the process. Resilience and adaptability are crucial during this phase. Don't give up so easily. Key strategies to maintain the momentum. Number 1, set weekly job application and networking goals. Keep refining your job search approach based on feedback. Engage in activities that boost confidence and reduce job search fatigue, such as professional development or industry-related projects. Don't get tired. It's never a no forever. So keep at it. So, in conclusion, bouncing back from a career break is entirely achievable with the right mindset, strategic planning, and persistence. By investing in skill development, strengthening your professional brand, expanding your network, and approaching opportunities with confidence, you can seamlessly reintegrate into the workforce and thrive in your career. Your career break is not a limitation. It's a chapter that adds depth to your professional journey. Embrace it, leverage it, and move forward with purpose. We've come to the end of today's episode. Do not forget to click the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. Thank you.